ka-OFE, and welcome again to OFE Side Hustle, kung saan pwede kayong matuto ng iba't ibang pagkakakitaan. And as you notice, iba na yung schedule natin. Dati every Sunday night tayo. So ngayon, ginawa na namin siyang Saturday night kasi syempre pag Sunday, family day. So, and Monday may pasok. So, hopefully, mas maraming maka-join and mas marami tayong maging viewers on this new schedule. So, kung di nyo pa na-follow yung FB page namin or na-like yung FB page namin, please like and subscribe also to our YouTube OFE or Overseas Filipino Entrepreneurs. So, thank you everyone for spending your Saturday night. This episode is very special kasi meron tayong very special guest. She's very young and I'm very impressed kasi she'll be an inspiration to everyone tonight dahil she started at a very young age. So, let's all welcome Amber Rodriguez. Hi,
Hello
Amber!
po. Hi po.
Kumusta?
Good evening po.
Good
I'm fine po.
evening! So, si Amber is still student, right, Amber?
Yes po. Currently a senior high school student.
Ayan, kaya very special yung episode natin today kasi she's the youngest na naging guest natin sa OFE. So, thank you in advance to you, Amber, and to your
Thank you
parents
din po.
and for allowing you to share sa mga fellow OFWs natin. Sige, siguro start tayo brief background kung anong ginagawa mo, anong pinagkakaabalahan mo.
I'm currently po studying in Mabuhay University and I'm a STEM student po. So, yeah. Ayun po. I think alang ginawa ko lang po is mag-aral.
Kumusta naman ang studies? Mahirap ba or so far okay naman?
Challenging, very challenging, pero kinakaya naman po.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, actually, nung 16 years old ako, syempre naiisip ko din mag-business, ganyan. Pero ang alam ko lang gawin nun, like, magbenta ng gamit sa school, yung mga gano'n, or mag-part-time job. Usually, yun yung uso so nung generation namin eh.
Mm.
So, pero never in my mind na nag-cross na, ay, maging distributor kaya ako or something. So, usually, pag naisip ko yun, ay, parang pang ano lang yun, pang adult lang yun, or parang masyadong mahirap or masyadong technical. So, nagulat ako na at a very young age you're doing it. So, what made you decide or what influenced you na maging distributor?
It wasn't really my idea po, like just my idea. I mean, it was it I was working po also with my mom with it kasi po
Mm,
it's not just my business, it's a whole family business po
mm.
talaga. So, my mom was the one who thought about it and I went along with her idea. So, I supported her na din po. So, like,
And I heard also, aside from doing it, meron ka ding high honor sa school, tama ba?
yes po.
Oh,
Opo.
grabe. So, ano yung mare-recommend mo in terms of time management? Managing school plus your family business?
Um, I think we'll just list down your priorities po, for the week, ganun po. For
Mm,
us kasi po mostly, yung business po kasi, like for example, yung bazaars, nangyayari po siya mga weekends po or Fridays, which is
mm,
the day that I'm free. So, yun po. Yung schoolworks ko po, inuuna ko na lang po bago yung business. Tapos, yeah.
mm. Yun, very good, very good. So, before tayo mag-proceed dun sa slides mo ng how-tos, may mga gustong bumate sa live natin. Ayan.
Ah,
Good
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 evening.
evening. Hi, Miss Flores. Thank you for joining us from Maridel Ligo and from Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Sa napakasipag naming researcher. Thank you,
Wow,
Joyce, for connecting. And from
thank you po.
Joey Vico Rodriguez. So proud of you, Amber.
Thank you, tita.
Oh, Tita Balasat. Parang full support siguro ngayon ng ang buong family.
Opo.
Sabi ni Joyce, "Ang sipag, sana ganito din ako ng 16." 'Di ba, Joyce? Grabe. So, ayun, Amber. So, mag-start na tayo dun sa parang mini school presentation mo, pero yung mga tinuturuan mo mga matatanda na ng kagaya ko. So, let's
Sige po.
start. Ayan.
Mhm. So, ayan po. Hello, everyone. So, I'll be here to report. Joke lang. So, ayan po. Thank you again for this opportunity and for letting me talk about my very humble small business with my family. So, ayan po. So, let's start sa number one on how you can be a successful distributor. So, dun po sa money and getting your operation. Wait, hold on. So, ayan po. Sa money in getting your operation. Well, we started as an online reseller and we use our family savings to for our capital, which was 3,500 capital per package, which is 50 tubs. So yes po. And then we what we earned from that or our profit is around 2,000 to 2,500 depending on who you're selling it to because some families and friends would ask for discount. So yeah, but so what we also should factor in po other expenditures from your profit. Like for example, yung Lala Move, it costs around 150 pesos, and then electricity cost, which is estimate around 500 pesos. So overall clean profit is around 1,500 to 1,800 pesos. So, ayun po. And then, yung ano po, after being a reseller, we considered distributorship. Like I said po earlier, my mom and I thought that we should try it out more and then we should try out as a distributor. So by January, we started out as a distributor and we sold frozen products only. And it was the capital was an estimate of 32,500 to 37,500. But that's only for the product and I cannot really recall po yung exact amount, but it did start from there only for the products. Hindi pa po kasama yung ibang supplies, which is like the chest freezer, which costs around
Oo.
18,000. So, and
So, medyo
then
malaki yung capital niyo for the frozen goods.
yes po. Tapos, electricity, that's 2,000 out of 6,000. And then gas, 500 for pickup. And then also gas for roaming around the villages. So that's 1,500. And then styro boxes and ice storage for marketing while roaming around the area. That's 500 to 700. And then other miscellaneous fees like alcohol, tissue, food, ice, and etc. So, yan po. It can be operational expense, but we prefer to add it from the start as a budget of 2,000. So, yeah, the total the total estimate of our capital is 55
Mhm.
256. So that's pretty big. Anyway, so because we are continuously improving and adjusting to the market needs, so again we tried out more stuff. So by February, we did not just sell frozen churros or frozen products, but we also cooked them. So as a monthly distributor, we had a maintaining fee of around 10,500 or 11,000 monthly, and then the electricity is just 2,000 per month out of 6,000, and then the Lala Move pickup again, which is 150 for every pickup, and then gas for bulk orders, that would be 1,500 total estimate. And then the cooking oil, of course, because we were cooking, so that's
Mhm.
1,000. And then the containers for the bazaars, that's around 1,000 to 1,500. Which is good for 2 to 3 bazaars already on weekends. And then the bazaar fee, it's 1,000 per day or 1,500 per day. So normally 4,000 to 6,000 per month. And
Mhm.
then sa churros dips po, it's 2,000 to 3,000 monthly. Like the dark chocolate, salted caramel, and then the chocolate caramel, then the white chocolate, and etc. So again, the total estimate of that is 25,500 monthly for a capital. So
Mhm.
ayun po. Yeah, so hopefully that gave you an idea on the possible capital and expenses that on the duration of us being an online reseller and just a distributor. So
Mm. Again,
I,
I'm very impressed kasi alam mo yung mga numbers, which is very important on starting a business kasi syempre gusto mong malaman, magkano na ba yung expenses mo monthly, magkano ba yung possible kitain. So, very impressed and yeah, tama si Amber, you really have to be itemized kung ano, kahit nga 'di ba styrofoam, ganyan. Pero question Amber, all family members ba yung part ng team niyo or meron din kayong mga employees na hina-hire to help?
wala pong employees, just
Mhm.
me and my parents. And sometimes,
Hmm.
of course, we ask for help from our family relatives as well. So yeah,
Mm.
very thankful for that. So yeah,
So, very hands-on pala talaga kayo dito. So,
yes.
it's
Yeah.
not easy for sure, but yeah, I think yeah, tama din yung mommy mo kanina. You have to really start young to be able to, make mistakes at first and then eventually learn from it and then you'll improve and improve. Yun talaga yung way. So,
Yes.
thank you for being an inspiration to everyone. So yeah, money first is yes, you need capital,
Yes.
and sometimes it's gonna be high. That's why you have your friends or your families that you need to maybe reach out first if you don't have enough savings, because yun yung maganda sa dynamic nyo as a family kasi nag-decide kayo as a whole na you'll start this business. So yeah.
Yes. So, ayun po. So, moving on sa business plan. Well, to be very honest, we didn't actually formally make a file, like an actual file for a business plan. Like, for example, writing yung operation plan or the marketing strategy or the goals, the short term goals or the long term goals. We didn't exactly do that. We kind of just flowed naturally,
Mhm.
but we did outline a risk or constraints tracker and addressed it one by one. We planned it backwards from customers to capital. Normally, you would plan for capital first, but we considered the market first and the outside factors versus the money since it's something that we can control. So, yeah. And then so allow me to walk you through on our considerations, or perhaps you can get some points when you're planning to have your own distributorship. So, ayan po. So for our risks and constraints, what we noted is that for the first is the possibility of not getting enough customers or resellers. So why is it a risk and why is it a challenge? Well, considering that we already approach our families and friends for the first three batches or 150 tubs of churros, are they going to buy again or not? If not, we need to look for other potential customers, you know. So yes, so the impact is very high because no or few customers means that the business cannot grow. So of course this was resolved through our mitigating plans and our contingency plans. So for our mitigating plans, it's a plan to prevent some risks from happening, most of the risks from happening. And then for the contingency plan, it's mostly like a plan B if ever the mitigating plan will not work. So for the mitigating plans that we did for the customers, for not getting enough customers risk, what we did was we reapproached the same customers from the first 150 tubs if they want to buy again. And then what we also did was sell online, like through Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, like that. It was very important to advertise, yeah, and promote through our pages, our social media accounts, and of course we also marketed our products in the traditional way. We visited villages like from time to time to see how many resellers can be assigned in one village or only one reseller per village and etc. So that's that. And then for plan B, what we did was ask family and friends who first ordered from us to help refer and promote our product. So yes, that's what we did. So what else? What risks did we note? It's also not having a full blown storage for 500 or 850 tubs because that's a lot because the Los Churreros brand offered a silver or gold distributorship. For silver it's 500 tubs and for gold it's 850 tubs. So again, why is it a challenge or why is it a challenge of for not having a full grown storage? Because the shelf life of churros is within the freezer is 6 months, and the shelf life of the churros within the refrigerator is a maximum of 3 days. So and no, the problem is that no enough explanation was given from Los Churreros about this, other than like the leaflets that you need to read, but nothing defined that it can cause like spoilage or molds and
Mhm.
yeah and something like that. And then but however, since we have experience from being a reseller and our own customers of our products also gave feedback, we tried to see what can happen so we can properly explain it to our customers for them to have the best quality of their churros. So our freezer also can only cover 200 to 220 churro tubs versus like 500 churro tubs. So again, that can lead to a very high problem. It can lead to a very yes, it's a very high impact because we don't want to sell low quality churros. We
Mhm.
value our name, our identity as a business more than the profit that we can earn. And we also value the safety of our customers because as a business owner in the food industry, you should really value the health of your customers first.
Mhm.
So, yeah. And then, so of course, we did resolve this using again our mitigating plans and our contingency plans. So for that, what we did is we needed to sell the churros, especially the 300 packs, within 2 to 3 days. So the rest can stay in the freezer in the event that we get tired in selling, but we ultimately needed to sell the 300 tubs. And then for our plan B, we also needed to buy a chest freezer, but that time we couldn't because we don't have extra to buy this, since as a distributor and also the miscellaneous fees, it already costs around more than 37,000. So yeah, that's pretty much a lot. So we couldn't buy a chest freezer that time yet. So more than that, we had to also ask family members to help store churro tubs inside their freezers until we have buyers, or they themselves can buy it or
Mhm.
may want to buy it. And then we also asked local stores to store it and sell it, and then they can pay us at a later time when all products have been sold. So
It's nice,
yeah,
kasi it's a business plan. It's not all rainbows, you know. Parang you really
yes,
need to have plan B, plan C, as in iba't iba. Yeah, you're right, mitigation plan. So, parang lechon lang 'yan. Like, for example, hindi niyo nabenta lahat ng lechon, ano siya kinabukasan, guys, alam niyo 'yan, lechon lechon paksiw 'yan kinabukasan. So, you
yes.
really need to have a plan B so that, hindi ka masiraan ng food. Yeah, you're right. Because first, health is very important, and I like what you said, Amber, na ayaw mo namang masira sa mga customers niyo na, "Ay, bakit gano'n yung food, sumakit yung tiyan ko." So, actually,
Mhm.
food is very, very tricky. So, it's a nice business. It's a really profitable business, but you really have to think through yung health ng customers. Because sometimes, 'di ba, for example, for restaurants, you have to comply with the permits and everything na malinis yung place mo and
Mhm.
ganyan. But yeah, a business plan, you should discuss that with help of some experts as well. You can share it to your family members, to your friends, or yung may experience na din, review it for them. Oh, actually, business plan makakita ka na din yan sa internet kay Google, so as a template. Pero kayo,
Mm.
sabi mo nga, backwards yung ginawa nyo. From market muna,
Yes.
back to the capital.
Yes po,
So,
opo.
another strategy din yan. So, very nice. So, we can go to the third point.
Oh, okay. Wait, I actually still have more to tackle.
Sige. Go ahead.
Okay, so after those dealing with those risks po of the no customers and the not having a full blown storage, the next that you needed to worry about was of course the money,
Mhm.
because yeah, it includes the capital and the transportations and other miscellaneous. So again, will there be enough money for distributorship, considering the amount is 32 to 37,000 plus other fees like transportation, since we plan to move from village to village, to not only be limited to selling online. So that was a very high problem as well, because without enough money for distributorship and transportation, the business cannot start. So so what we did was that we needed to set aside a money for the distributorship and miscellaneous stuff such as gas for
Mhm.
village to village market visits, Lala move pickup for reorders from the branch to our home, and of course, we needed to sell the 500 churros within 3 to 5 days. So the money that we used would go back to us plus the profit. So
Mhm.
yeah. And then to add to that, we also had to worry about the viability of the product. Since because is churros like the best approach? Is it a good product? Like considering its uniqueness, there's a lot of pros and cons for it. Like for example, the pro, it can be new to the market. So like the customers might be interested and try it out, since it acts also like a snack that you
Mhm.
can eat anywhere and keep you full when you're on a budget. And then but the cons is that not all people are comfortable in trying out new, or like consuming new stuff that's new to them. Like they always usually tend to buy something that they already are used to buying.
Mhm.
So um again, so this was a problem because the business will not be successful and will not grow if there will not be enough marketing done on the product to attract more customers. So what you have to do is you have to decide first what you offer to your target market and your pricing strategy and your sales and distribution, and of course your advertising and promotion. What we did is advertise our product through bazaars for a cause. Like there was one bazaar that we participated on, which was to create a church like that. And then what we also did was sell churros to help the community. We also marketed our product through, of course, again, social media accounts, through our friends, our peers, our family, etc. And then, like, my mom approaching people. So, yes. And then, of course, yeah, that's pretty much. And then, lastly, wait, I think one of the other problems is that do you have enough time to market and to answer the resellers' inquiries? Like, yes, the last problem was that is churros a marketable product? The next problem was that do you have time to market the product? So, like, thinking fast forward, if you do distributorship, you need to have resellers, but we also need to answer their inquiries, and then we also constantly have to check the Facebook page and then a lot of time in updating it. So of course it's very hard because my parents have work, they also engage in other extracurricular activities, so can we make it? And also me as a student, as a STEM student, maintaining high honors in Mabuhay University, I'm studying as well most of the time. So, school is very demanding, and I'm always striving to maintain my good grades. So, can we make it? So, again, that's one of the problems because when you don't give time and when you cannot manage your time, the business will fall, and people can have a bad impression about your business. So what you have to do is, create a page and make everyone, I mean, in this case, the three of us, make everyone the admin to that Facebook page so we can check and answer inquiries, like for whoever is available. And then what we also did was delegate tasks, like for example, for me, my responsibility was creating marketing materials and posting in our social media accounts. Then for my mom, it was her responsibility for finding customers and marketing as well, and then cooking. And then my dad was responsible for pickup deliveries and for cooking as well. So yeah, as part of our contingency plan, we also have our like written down. We have also written down our future plans because what we wanted to do is that when we have enough money and when we grow bigger, we would want to hire someone who can cook for us, who can man the store, sell churros, and help update the Facebook page. This is why we are really studying it, reviewing what are the good and the bad plans we made, and talk about it as a family.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yes.
Very detailed. Thank you, Amber. And sabi din sa akin ng mommy mo, meron na yung mga gina-joinan yung bazaar is usually for a cause to help the community. Is that right?
Yes, yes po.
That's very nice. Kasi minsan, 'pag puro yung kita yung iniisip lang din natin, parang minsan kailangan mo din ng pampa-balance ba na, "Hey, we need to give back to the community." Kasi for a business to grow then it takes a village. You need you need a lot of help. So, not just your
Yes.
family, not just your friends, the whole community will need to help you. So it's really important na meron ka ding good relationship with the community
Yes.
because yung business usually the best marketing, I know Amber will agree, is word of mouth. So pag ni-refer ka ng isa, tuloy-tuloy na 'yan. But then at the same time, 'pag meron kang bad reviews, tuloy-tuloy na din 'yan. So you really need to control it. So siguro next question ko, Amber, is how do you handle like negative feedback from your customers?
Well, so far, what we did, because according to um, like some scenarios that happened, it was scenarios that happened during the of us selling our business. There wasn't really nearly any bad review or like bad feedback regarding our um the way we sell or our food exactly. Like for example, was it spoiled or was it a bad quality type of
Mm-hmm.
food? No, we didn't really have that kind of bad feedback. So
That's really
yeah.
great. But actually listening to you, I know that actually parang ang dami mo ng experience in terms of customer facing, marketing. So I know in the future if you'll have it, you'll handle it well. So yeah. Thank you for sharing about the business plan. It's very detailed and parang para na tayong Udemy class na paid course.
So
Thank you.
ayun po. Thank you again. So wait, I do have one last wasn't last
Yeah, sige, go ahead
last
lang.
one. So again, so very last risk that was that happened is that we are sharing this because these are facts and part of the learnings and considerations that you need to go through when planning for distributorship, so you can work on it earlier on the business planning. So according to experience, partnership that the brand would like is it's like one of the risks is the partnership that the brand would like to have. Like not fully knowing the brand owners or no walkthrough or Zoom meeting about how they want to keep things organized without poaching issues here and there. So because again it's a problem because if their brand itself has no plans of keeping the distributors for long, they wouldn't give a hand or make an effort to really listen to proposals and how to make the distributors earn as well as well, and not only them. So the challenge is that compared to other distributorships that we have read, where they offer Zoom meetings to distributors, competitive pricing, and support by providing lower pricing, it is not fully like that with Los Churreros brand. The good thing is, as their distributor, we keep an open communication. They will normally review and answer, but heads up that there may be several instances that when the responses are like canned or composed or like automated like that. We took it as a part of a business challenge and have a gratitude attitude that at least this chance was possible for us. So, wait, sorry. Example to give you more of an objective context. If you buy directly in Los Churreros, the reseller price is at 70 pesos, and they offer loyalty stickers for every 6th, 11th, and 16th orders. And but if you buy from the distributor, reseller price is at 75 pesos. So people within the area may have wished that there's no distributor in the area because it's a 5 pesos markup price against the resellers from the main branch. So with only 5 to 9 pesos markup, distributors will be able to keep up with the loyalty stickers and 75 pesos reseller package. So um yeah, so that's the problem. So there were three resellers who asked that from us, and we just had to explain that to them. The two understood, but one did not respond back. The two thought about it and still bought from us, but the other one didn't. So some resellers do not return, especially when they only want to try some strategies from resellers so they can buy directly from the main branch, is to not declare that they are from Rizal so they can get it at 70 pesos instead of 75 pesos. like some resellers buy directly from the brand, and depending on the brand's customer support representative, even when they are within our coverage, it is still ordered from the main branch and not given to the distributor. So it kind of disappoints the resellers and us as a distributor when we found that out. It has been resolved, happened, but it happened around 2 times, and hopefully it won't happen again.
Mhm.
But yeah. So, sorry, sorry. Go ahead.
Ay sige, go ahead. Sige, sige later na lang meron akong comment.
Sige, sige po. So, what we had to do to solve it, because we would normally go around Rizal and check if they are our sellers or not, since the brand has no clear plans or organized location assignments or rules that, hey, this is where you are only allowed to sell and buy, etc. So we need to do it on our own. And then, so what we do is we roam around our area and then report it to the main branch and ask for an action. And then what we also do is we did that we continuously talk to the brand, especially that right now they opened Los Churreros to the groceries. Therefore, it won't be too enticing for the market to buy frozen churros from us, except if they don't want to go to the grocery store anymore. So, yes, another part of the plan that we also did was we considered selling cooked churros. So,
Mhm,
and then the next was that, again, continuously talk to the brand that since they opened distributorship and we are marketing the product and the main brand, we hope that they would take care of us and ensure that we are profitable as well. So I think that's everything. Sorry.
mhm. It's okay. Gusto ko lang yung sinabi mo a while ago about gratitude attitude. Because I agree on that. A positive attitude is, sabi nga nila, half the battle already. So, yeah, you won't get answers timely or sometimes, yeah, minsan naiinis tayo, 'di ba, 'pag automated yung sumasagot sa'tin sa mga inquiries natin. Pero
Yeah.
gano'n talaga, you need patience, you need a lot of patience actually, and yeah. And you just have to be positive about it na, hey, you already started. It's just a delay, but you're already there. So just continue. So yeah.
Yes, spot. That's right. So, ayun po, I think that's very much everything for the business plan. And then, so moving on with the exceptional management skills and experience. So, the following would be my advice on
Mhm,
my family's advice as a whole, on how you can be a successful distributor. So I think my first ever advice was that would be to use your innate skills and God-given talents.
mhm,
So as an example, my mom is a project manager,
mhm,
so this we really started this out as a project. We banked on our skills in budgeting, in organizing the project, and talking to people and partnering with stores and our community. And then as for my dad is a salesperson, so he's exposed to what's out there in the market and how we can do the costing. And then as for me, I
mhm,
um I do the communication and marketing designs, or like promoting and advertising the product. So again, this is my responsibility. But yes, so again, use your skills and make use of them very wisely. So yeah, that's that. And then another one of my advice would be um, people skills. So our community really helped us improve our business, taught us how we can improve our market and demand from our distributors, suggest to the brand, and etc. So people skills lead to finding the right network and the right people around. So
mhm,
yes, that and most importantly, this is
mhm,
also important as a student, but time management is very important because since life and is not just one sided, there are other certain aspects of your life that you prioritize other than family. Other, I mean, like you also prioritize other stuff, like other activities that you would do other than family, other than work, other than school. You know, work life balance is important. This also means study life balance is important. Yeah, so selling churros really helped us have another outlet to meet people and do other stuffs that than what we are normally doing. So yes.
Actually,
So
I think, sorry, pero yung part na business as a family, I think it improves your relationship. Because
yes,
you tend to like it's become your bonding, 'di ba? Parang you talk more and then yung dati yung hindi pinag-uusapan na usually na hindi pinag-usapan ng family without a business, right? Parang siyang naging mini project niyo, naging passion project niyo as a family. And then
yes,
eventually, individually, yun, nag-grow ka din kasi, yeah, very important yung people skills, yung management skills, time management skills. Yeah, for you, study work balance, so, di ba? So,
yes
very
po.
important yun. Yeah, and I'm very impressed din sa parents mo kasi they involve you very young. So, yeah, and it's not easy, but nakikita ko yung potential mo and actually yung mga kinakwento mo regarding the hardship nyo about resellers, yung mga challenges nyo. Ngayon ko siya nare-realize na ang hirap pala talaga maging distributor. Kasi dati, isipin mo, ay okay, ready na yung products, ibebenta mo na lang. But
Yes,
it's harder for food specifically kasi may expiration date.
opo.
Um, Compared to, let's say, clothing or whatever na walang expiration. So, for you, since you have this number of goods na, you need extra special set of skills para mabenta lahat yung products before the expiration. So,
Yes,
I believe in your skills and your with the guidance of your parents, for sure
yes.
mag-grow pa tong business nyo.
Thank you po. So I'm po um to continue. Another one of the skills or the advices that I would want to add more to is that one of the skills that my parents tell me is that you should define your core values, because when
Mhm.
starting a business, you ground yourself to the values that are important to you. Even when the business will be on the rocks or like challenging, when you define the values in the business, it will anchor you to be thankful and move on because you are considering the bigger picture other than the money or the profit that you earn from the business. So we
Sobrang
value, as yeah.
sige, share ko lang din, kasi sa page namin, this is
Mm,
non-profit talaga. So, kung meron mang ginagastos, it's all out of our pocket. And sometimes, merong mga may lumalapit sa amin na parang gustong gamitin yung page to earn or
mm,
something. And then we have to really go back to our core values on why we're doing this in the first place, which is really to help OFWs to earn and eventually makauwi na and to start a business. So I really like that, and thank you for reminding about the importance of core values, Amber.
thank you din po. So, ayun nga po. Like, again, what you said earlier po, we value our family. Again, this business has helped us improve our family relationship more because, like,
Yeah.
it really made us have family time together during bazaars. It, promoted family unity and support. So, through churros, we found our advocacies, which is, improve your cash flow and learn value earned and that stuff. Yes po. So my parents want to teach me about the practicality of life and life skills that I can develop along the way through this small business. They always tell me that while academics is vital, as it is teaching valuable lessons in life. The actual application of your learnings or finding your core and good health are more important than grades. So, yes, that's what they always tell me. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything po for my advice. And yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, for at your young age, wala akong masabi. Sobrang bilib talaga kami sa share mo. And yeah, we wish you the best, your family the best. And
Thank you.
anything that our page can help you, just say it, just message us, and we'll do our best to help you out as well.
Thank you po. So, ayun po. For lastly, this is on to our last na po then. So, regulatory or legal requirements. So, in our experience, it's usually the main brand who registered the business TIN number. So, as distributors, since we are selling it online, it is sold for free while being reminded only of online policies. There are school bazaars that will ask for your TIN number, so you should have it. And we also pay for bazaar registrations. However, right now, since we only have 3 months worth of data from February, we want to get more data on how far we want to go in this business. So if we will expand, we will continue to work on some distributorship alignment with the brand on how they can improve their service and support the distributors. And we also aim to register Amber's Los Churreros as a registered small business with additional data for our business review. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
very
that's
important legal requirements, right?
yes po.
And for us, kasi nga since nagtatrabaho kami outside Philippines, it was hard for us to inquire. Pero ginagawa na lang namin is meron na ngayong mga app, let's say you can call an attorney and book an appointment online. Hindi mo na kailangan ng face to face, all online na lang. And if you're not sure about certain items or certain rules, it's best to consult an expert. Kasi in the future, it might cause you more headache. So best to be sure and spend a little now to inquire than to be sorry later. So yeah, thanks
Yes, that's
Amber for that point.
thank you din po. So that's very pretty much everything. So again, for my final message to the listeners of this live, um, we as a family would want to say is that you find your core values as a family. If you want to do the business as a family, but if you want to do it as by yourself, find your value as a person. Or
Mm-hmm.
as a couple, if you want to do this as a couple, find your values as a couple because that will be your anchor to be
Mm-hmm.
grounded and reminded on why you started this business in the first place other than earning money. So, yes, distributorship is one of the ways to earn. Review it first, outline your risk and constraints and assumptions, and then plan for your mitigating and contingency plans. And then reassess once in a while if it's being addressed. And then risk management is also important in the business. So yeah, but overall, just enjoy the ride. There are
Yes.
disappointing days because of monetary losses, and there are happy days because you met your business goals. So, most importantly, just give thanks to the people around you and God for your gift of person and the people resources that you meet, and just enjoy along the way.
Mm.
So that's everything. That's all po. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Amber. Yeah, I'm speechless again. And yeah, churros, personally, love ko to. I like cinnamon and I like caramel. So if I'm ever in your area, I'll try to, yeah, reach out and ping you. Pero yeah, very informative nung slides mo. But I think you still have three other slides, is it? Or okay na ba yung
Um,
ano, items?
okay na po. Okay,
Hmm.
like I already tackled everything, but you can just go through that.
Oh, so you can promote it one last time. Ano yung Facebook page niya? Paano nila kayo makokontak?
Okay, so hi everyone. So I'm Amber Rodriguez from Amber's Los Churreros PH. So yes, very again thank you for this opportunity. OFE po. So again, please buy churros from us. Our social media page is Amber's Los Churreros for our Facebook page, and our for Instagram it's amber.loschurreros page. So ayun po, yun lang. Just,
Ayun. Thank you, Amber, for sharing your experience, sharing your knowledge. Kahit sobrang bata mo pa, you've been an inspiration to us, to me, to actually work harder, and to always, check on my core values and check why we're doing the things we're doing right now. You're right. It's not always about money. Sometimes it's about giving back to the community and sharing what you have or what God has given you as a blessing, as a talent. You have to share it to others too. So thank you very much, Amber.
thank
Um,
you po. So,
Ayun, mga ka-OFE, I know, marami din kayong natutunan today. So we will be sharing the page of Amber as well on our Facebook and other social media accounts. Please make sure to follow it as well and subscribe. And again, thank you and happy Saturday to everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye, guys.
bye po.